Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of AWW Talk. But before we get to anything exciting, I just want to be the first to regret to inform everybody here that Ryan William Potter, RWP, passed at 5:23 in the morning on Sunday morning, shortly after the incident at Christmas Chaos. So, prayers out to his family. I know he was a bad guy, but I throw my prayers out to him and his family through this time of definitely need for his family. But we're here to talk about AWW Talk. I have a special guest this evening, which I'll reveal to you in a little bit. As always, joining me is C Crusher One. Crusher, how's it going, my friend?
Hey guys, how's it going? I want to get
Awesome.
my quick word on that too. Potter, I wish there were many things that you did differently in life, but you will be missed.
Strong words from someone who at the end of all of this, Crusher, like you and him didn't really see eye to eye, but I feel like tunes are going to change. Um, the man left behind a legacy, and lots of moments here in AWW. Some not so good, some awesome. And unfortunately for him, he's gone. But
Yeah.
the show must, as a wise man once said, the show must go on. I'm Ron Pettingale, always sitting here with C Crusher One, my friend and co-host of AWW Talk. Welcome to it. We're going to talk about the matches tonight. Got a lot of awesome matches just coming off an amazing Super Show. Crusher, you were actually there for the Super Show. How was it being able to see all these amazing matches and all these amazing competitors up close and personal?
Well, one thing I am definitely wanting from CSX is the fact that they do diva shows. I'm trying to request that Wolf brings those to AWW. Just
And that's something that I've
diversity
seen.
reasons.
That's something that I've seen a lot of. I've seen a lot of the divas, aka uh, women wrestling on CSX shows like Nitro. You know, so that would be nice. Maybe we could see some women in the future here in AWW. We'll just have to talk about Wolf with that for another time. That's another time. But this Friday, ladies and gentlemen, on December 30th, one of the last AWW shows of 2022, we are going to start. We have 5 amazing matches for you, 4 matches, and it looks like a tribute match, which I'll get to going along. We're going to start with a triple threat match. We're going to see Linty go one-on-one with Mark, go one-on-one with Slotted. That is going to be a banger if I ever thought of one to start AWW.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh man, there 3 great names on there. It's kind
And
of
you
hard to just choose one.
It really is, because you have an amazing competitor in Slotted. You have an amazing competitor in Met Thigpen, and then you see Linty, a former AWW Twitch champion. So, like, a lot of amazing accomplishments in there for these men, and many more to come, hopefully.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like all these guys are gonna bring their best to AWW every time they step in the ring. I see them continuing to grow.
So, out of these 3, who's your favorite, Crusher? Honestly, I always ask you these questions, and I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't.
Well, I think everybody knows that Linty does have a special kind of draw to me. So I'm gonna have to go with Linty. I think he's just very well seasoned. He's very well accustomed to different types of matches. Plus, his style's just on point all the time. And that beard, that
That,
luscious, glorious beard.
it is a glorious beard indeed. I like Met Thigpen in this match. You can't take anything away from Met Thigpen. He's striving. He's going along. He used to be a member of the Cowboys or Ram Ranch, but now he's out on his own and trying to make a name for himself. And this match is going to be huge for him, in my opinion. So and I like him. I like the way that he works. He's very athletic. He's very powerful as well. Like he could definitely
Oh
catch you
yeah,
in one of those powerful moves. Um,
most
and then there's
definitely.
Slotted. You know, you can't count Slotted out of a fight. Another athletic, amazing wrestler here from AWW. All the talent here is just tremendous.
Yeah, and we're lucky to work in such an environment where we get to watch these guys. They're just top of their game.
All right, so we're gonna move on. Match two, we're gonna see Camo go one on one. It says Sleepy World, so I
What?
don't exactly know who that is. Um,
Sleepy World.
uh, I mean, honestly, all hail Lord Baby Girls. You cannot count Camo with his size and he is the meatiest man in AWW. And when you see him go to the top rope and he does moves like a moonsault or a swanton, or you see him do a 619, it is some of the bravest things that I've ever seen a big man of his size and weight do. I don't know who this Sleepy World is, dude, but
I don't know why it's showing up for you like that, but that's KX.
oh, that's KX.
Yeah,
Well then.
on my screen over here, I see KX's name. I
Well,
don't
I
know
might have
what's up
gotten it
on your
wrong.
end.
I may have gotten sent something wrong by Wolf. That happens sometimes. It's okay. But now that we know that that's KX, that's going to be a very interesting match. From going from Camo, someone who's very seasoned, a seasoned vet around here, from a returning vet in KX, who's trying to, from what I'm to understand, he's trying to prove that he's one of the best that AWW has. He's been off training in his time away, and he's proven that he's better than I've ever seen him before.
Oh yeah, Camo is just such a force to be reckoned with. Not just because of his skill, but like his size also plays
He
advantage to
got one of
that.
the biggest 619s in the business. I mean, you can't really hate that. And I mean, you want to talk about glorious beards? That is a glorious cotton candy colored beard that man had. All right.
Yes, sir.
He is what you emphasize as pretty in pink. Okay. Um, to move forward, we're going to see the leader of KFC, Keyballs, go one on one with Thomas Kennedy. And we saw Thomas Kennedy return at Christmas Chaos.
Oh yeah.
We did. So Thomas Kennedy is back, and he's looking a little different, spouting a little beard there. Still the same old suplex machine that I remember him to be. But how's he going to fare going against a guy who is 125 pounds heavier than he is?
You know, I will not give Keyballs any satisfaction in
Well,
any
no,
way, shape, or form.
but
So
as biased as biased commentators slash analysts, what I will say, because you won't, is Keyballs, he is a little sloppy when he wrestles. But being as it may, when that dude hits you hard, and he can come at you full force. And with an extra 125 pounds behind him, how fast is it going to be before he knocks Thomas Kennedy out? Or we see Thomas Kennedy German suplex this man into oblivion and break his ankle. I mean, so I'm definitely taking Kennedy here. I don't like Keyballs anyways, but as a biased commentator, I had to say something decent about him.
yeah,
And
that's fair.
Wolf pays me to be biased. So at that rate, they don't call me the professor. They don't call me the professor for nothing. Moving on, we're gonna see not Tai Kiono Red, Tai Kiono Blue go one on one with Butt Screw. Butt Screw has been a rising star here in Avatar Wolf Wrestling. With the backing of TB12, he has become a megastar, in my opinion. The man can do it all. He's athletic. He's cut. He can move around that ring swift. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
Tai
especially when
Kiono
you
Blue,
see him near the ropes.
right. He is quick. He is a sight to be seen, and was smart for Iron Ace and TB12 to add him. That's definitely an extra. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So, and I definitely want that guy on my team if I had it my way. But let's talk about Taiki Blue. Taiki Blue, him and Taiki Red just coming back not too long ago. This is, in my opinion, could be huge because again, Buttscrew is like an emerging star. Okay, like in
Yeah.
my opinion, like that man is going places. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a huge match for Taiki Blue. He's got to prove to his brother that he can pull his weight singles. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be a good match. Two heavy hitters, swift in the ring, but I got to give it to Buttscrew.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to agree with you. Buttscrew
He's like one of
is
my favorite wrestlers. I'm not gonna lie, like the wrestling fan side of me, because of course, Crusher, we got into this business because we're wrestling fans.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, former here.
As a wrestling fan, like I love Buttscrew. Like he is the epitome of like everything. He's got it all. He could talk on the mic. He's cut. He's got a pack of friends that are willing to help him, and they're not bad guys either. Having a former world heavyweight champion in your corner is not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, and he's definitely one of those guys that if I was still wrestling, I would love to be in the ring with him.
My wrestling days are long, long past. Like I don't wrestle. I'm just an analyst, but I've strived, my bad, to see people make it, and this kid has got it. I've had a lot of experience in this business, and that kid's got it.
Oh yeah.
Buttscrew, he's got it. And then we're going to come along to our main event. This is the RWP tribute match. So it's going to be 4 of RWP's whatever he was friends with before he did all the dumb shit. So it's going to be the BDF, Andrew and Smooth going one-on-one with Turbs and Omega. And that is a tag team match that we have seen. Like, this is an age-old story, Crusher, and it comes down to 2 of the best tag teams in AWW next to the tag team champions.
Hey.
And if I want to say, what's that?
Can you hear it?
What's that? Yeah, I can hear it's tax season.
It sounds like it's tax season.
And we have seen Turbs and Omega and the BDF go onto Twitter and say that the next match that they wrestle, which they'll wrestle Friday night, is dedicated to Ryan W. Potter. And that is a show of sportsmanship between gentlemen, if I ever saw one.
Oh yeah, and you gotta love that.
And you have to say, both of these teams are vying for a chance to become the AWW World Tag Team Champions. And with a win here, you couldn't necessarily count them out of a future title shot.
Right.
With both of these teams touching AWW gold in the past, tag team gold in the past. Maybe not. I don't know if the BDF has ever been tag team champions, but they've both been, Smooth is not any stranger to gold. He was the first ever AWW world champion. Like that they all have, and these are 4 amazingly skilled wrestlers. And they're going to tribute this match to RWP. And speaking of RWP, my special guest, ladies and gentlemen, this evening is former 3-time AWW World Heavyweight Champion and leader of TB12, Iron Ace.
How you guys doing tonight?
Hello, welcome
Ace,
to the show.
We hear you pretty clear coming over that satellite cell phone. How's it going out there?
It's going, man. Got to continue the training and see what's going to lie ahead of me.
So I'm going to immediately address the elephant in the room. 11 power bombs. And I know the heat and the hate between you and Potter was some of the realest we've ever seen in AWW history. But 11 times power bomb. Ace, do you regret any of it?
Did he regret crossing me?
I don't believe he did.
Because in the end, the only thing that unfortunately had to happen was he was the one that was made an example. For if you cross me, as some people did this last Saturday, you might end up like RWP.
I don't want to go out on a limb and saying that sounds like you say you'd kill again, but it doesn't seem like you're a murderer. I feel like that was an absolute accident. You just lost your cool. And that's, understandable. I know the trauma that you two have had against each other. Is there any part?
You're 100% right. It wasn't like I maliciously went out there intending to kill the man. He was cleared by the doctors, by medical staff, people that are well above my pay grade. They cleared him to come out and wrestle. Now, did he maybe lie about his medical records? The truth will come out about that. However, as far as I seen, he was just as valid of a contender as anybody else. Did I lose my cool and continue to slam him over and over again? You're 100% right. But he crossed me one too many times. I allowed him, after everything he did, to come back. I thought that was the right thing to do for him.
You warned him too. You gave him a clean slate when he came back. I remember when I first started paying attention and whatever, listening over the airwaves. You gave him a chance to just clean the slate, stay out of my fucking way, and I'll stay out of yours. But no, he poked the bear. And in my opinion, he deserves what he gets as much as it sucks. He reaped what he sowed. Ian Quick said it the best right before their match. He reaps what he sows.
Agree, but no one deserves, in the end, the death that he did receive, unfortunately. But, like I said, an example had to be made. People think I'm getting soft because there's not gold around my waist, and that my organization of TB12 is continuing to run the ring right now. I mean, we cannot argue with Harry and Buzzy yet again, proving themselves to be just as dominant as I was as a champion.
Right, you are. And speaking of golden aspirations, now you turn your sights towards the AWW World Heavyweight Champion Snacks. And Ace, I gotta tell you, you are a 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. You might be one of the most dominant AWW World Heavyweight Champions of all time. Do you feel any sort of and I want to say first-time jitters, because this is an opponent that it's unlike you've ever faced before in Snacks?
But is he really, though? Because every time he's been into a compromising position where he's going to lose the belt, he runs, he finds a new rule, a new regulation, changes stipulations. He's never, we all saw, he was going to lose the match and lose his belt. Instead, he DQs himself, thinking that is okay to retain the belt. And Wolf allowed it to happen.
And that leads me to another question. Do you think that Wolf intentionally brought Snacks from CSX here because he saw that an opportunity to make you look foolish?
Very well, a good possibility of that. I mean, it definitely has crossed my mind because all of a sudden, Snacks comes over and he was a nobody on his own show, comes over here to AWW, and miraculously he's in contentions for the belt, and he's in contentions to be able to challenge me and then start to do what he's doing with this company. I don't know, Wolf. What kind of fishiness are you up to?
Now, I want to ask you say you've been training. You've been training since, obviously you had a Christmas break, I assume. You and your boys got some Christmas dinner, had some laughs, but it's all about back to training. Your aspirations to be World Heavyweight Champion are, bar none, some of the best competitive vibes in AWW today. What drives you to continue to want to be the best?
To be honest with you, I want to be a role model for children as they grow up and show them that anything that you strive to want to be, you can achieve it. It takes hard work and dedication to get there, but you can do it. I mean, look at my military career. Look at what I'm doing now in AWW. Am I currently the champion? No. But I've had to let that get me down and say that I'm not going to be the champion again? Fuck no. Let me tell you something. It's going to happen again. Snacks crossed me this Saturday, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, like you heard me already state, he has waged a war very similar to what Potter has waged. We will see what happens. I will try to remain calm and not lose my cool again because, like I said, my intentions was never to incidentally kill someone due to his actions.
Well, speaking of that, I know that the police have been breathing down your neck for questioning, and I know it's the holiday season, but have you been able to catch up with them at all and clear yourself a little bit?
Clear themselves. I don't know if I will be said to be cleared, but I definitely have had conversations with them and kind of talked a little bit about what happened. I mean, like I said, in the end, the guy stepped into the ring. Is that my negligence or is that Wolf's negligence? Well, I mean, in the end, we'll find out.
I think you're innocent. I just think you were rage driven. I know exactly what Potter's put you through, and we can roll any tape of him hitting you from behind or goring you into some sort of trap or whatever the case might be. Like, and I can understand the rage. Okay. And the best advice that I would have for you as a professional in this business is to keep your cool. You're one of the best in this business. You're going to get your title back. I can feel it.
Yeah, AWW is one of the only places where you can legally get away with murder.
I mean, apparently so. That's the first time you said anything in a while. Is there any questions that you have for Ace while he's sitting here with us, Crusher?
And you've just been doing such a good job. I haven't had to say anything.
I know that's what I get paid for.
It's almost like it's a mini interrogation here.
Well,
Are
no,
you
I
being
just wanna-
are you being
I
paid
wanna-
by the cops to ask me those questions that they have failed to ask me?
We cannot give details on.
Here's the thing,
are
Ace. I want our fans to understand that you're not the cold-blooded murderer that everyone is seeing you as in this moment. Okay, I wanted you to be able to explain your side. I know you're a good man. You're championship driven. You're goal oriented. You know, you want to do things for the community. You give back to your community and the kids. Like, you're one of the most amazing people that I've ever had the pleasure to meet. So my point being is that I brought you on this show for you to be able to explain to our fans your end of it, so you don't get looked at, you know, as what Crusher said, legally a murderer.
Yeah, just call it like I see it.
When are you gonna step back into the ring, Crusher?
As soon as my neck is actually cleared, or my neck injury is actually cleared by a doctor, you know. Unlike somebody else, I don't step into the ring with a injury.
I mean, who's to say those doctors aren't gonna clear you too early?
Oh God. How many
Ace,
people can we lose before 2020 or 2022 ends?
I don't know. There's still a week left. So before we part and before we end this show, Ace, is there anything that you have that you want to say to your fans and or maybe to Snacks about what's to come?
Well, we'll start with the fans. I appreciate you guys all standing by me and understanding and actually giving me the chance to speak. Yes, there was some hate on Twitter saying I purposely did this and I maliciously went out there and forged the doctor's documentation and pay people. Let me go ahead and tell you something. I'm not a medical doctor, nor am I going to go and try and do that. Potter stepped into the ring. Was he healthy? No, as we all have seen. However, that is not my fault. For all those haters out there, I'll prove you when the whole investigation is done. Hey, I'm innocent. Then get the fuck off my coattail. For all my fans, I love you for all the love and support, standing by me day in, day out. Continue to support TB12 because you still see we have that goal, baby. And Snacks, I'm tired of your fucking shenanigans. I'm tired of your bullshit. Meet me in the fucking ring, and we're going to settle this once and for all. All this running, all this other shit. You want to come behind me? You literally used me to win this past weekend. And you want to call yourself a champion? Get the fuck out of here. What kind of champion hides behind fucking other people?
Well
It
said.
is strong words. It is always a pleasure. Ace, by the way, this is the first time we met, but it is always a pleasure to see you in action and be in your presence because you are, again, a great man. Does a lot for the community, a former military man. Everybody give it up for the Iron Ace. And from all of us at AWW, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Crusher, you got anything else you want to add?
Christmas is over, my friend, but Happy New Year, and I will see you guys later.
I'll see you guys next year. Peace.